Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Spring Cup battles featuring Shadow Mawile. You already know the meta wrecker. Let's have a little fun. It seems like Mawile has really been on top lately for these specific cups that Niantic has been putting out. So let's go ahead and have a little fun. I particularly don't like a lot of these specific cups that they do bring to Go Battle League, but whenever Mawile's involved, I'm going to have to say, let's get it. Okay. If you do enjoy my content, please give it a thumbs up. We're going to be cooking, quite literally, with that Fire Fang, everything, making people quit left and right, and we're going to have a blast. Now, we do have Tentacruel on the team for the most time, as well as Lantern staying alongside Mawile the entire time. But when it comes to that third Pokemon, we're going to be swapping it out a few times, including something very interesting that happens that we've been discussing all the time, and that is going to be when you put something on your team, then all of a sudden, the algorithm just starts throwing that same Pokemon at you too. It's quite funny. And then I also have a nice little treat for you at the very end, after the credits. Somebody who attacked me several years ago. I posted a picture up. Somebody, I commented under something about how they were attacked, and I kind of put my little 2 cents into on how I've been approached by psychopaths who block me in for taking gems, yada yada yada. So yeah, the video is going to be at the end, so take a look at that. I did take it down a long time ago, but we're going to put it right back up. Should have sued that son of a gun. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the content here. We got Tentacruel out here. We do have Sledge Wave. We do not have Acid Spray, which is probably what you're going to want to go with here. So we had a good lead up against the Ferrothorn. That's what we were led into, right? Okay, we're going to go for that Sludge Wave here, and they're throwing, which is beautiful. We love that. Use up that energy. Let's go. All right, we're going to swap in here immediately, bring in the Mawile. They're going to be bringing in their own Mawile. What do you know? I don't know if this was the best idea, but it doesn't really matter. I just need to get off a little something here, do a little bit more damage, and then we're going to go ahead and retreat into Lantern, knowing how we are going to be able to just wall Mawile. I mean, there's a, what, are you going to hit me with Iron Head? You got Power Up Punch, more than likely you got Iron Head in the back there. So we'll let this one go as well, seeing that Iron Head's not very effective. You're not going to play rough right now with that Fire Fang. And we're actually, unfortunately, tapping our Surf right now, taking out that Mawile and Ferrothorn. Everything that we have is not very effective, but all we really need to do is keep putting on the pressure. They do not have enough energy to get to 3 Power Whips. A Power Whip would be enough kind of to take out our Mawile at the health that we are at, but the damage that we're going to be doing with Fire Fang, it's just going to be too much. So I swap right here, and I was like, ooh, did I kind of make a mistake? And I kind of slightly did. But that's okay. I was starting to think they were getting a little too much energy there. So they're going to survive. They're going to take me out. They have 1 HP. They've already got off a charge move. They got to get off another one. Now they have no energy. We bring in the Lantern and take them out with that 1 HP they did have. Next battle, leading with Mawile the entire time, met with a Galarian Weezing. Love to see it. Weak to Steel, so if we can land that Iron Head, that's pretty much a wrap here. Fire Fang digging into that sucker. More than likely, they're going to be going with Brutal Swing, as you've seen there, and then Overheat. More than likely, every single time they'll have Overheat, right? Going for the Iron Head, they're letting it go. Great. We are down a shield, though, and they're backing out. Now, without doing any sort of editing, this happened several times throughout the day, and I'm not going to include every single one where people just quit immediately. But here, let's go ahead and take a look at a back-to-back quit out. So they had probably more than likely grass in the back, like an Abomasnow or something like that, and that's why they backed out. That Mawile really is putting on the pressure. Next battle met with a Ferrothorn. Oh my goodness, watch what happens here. Gonna go ahead and have them quit on me before their freaking thing is even knocked out. Let's get it, baby. Next battle, what do we, oh wait, oh. Let's go, Wigglytuff. All right, so Iron Head obviously KOs, but we're going up against somebody who's calling it. Let's just put it that way. That or a bot, okay? If you're real and you're watching me, then shout out to ya, okay? Because we already know there's bots in Go Battle League. Anybody denying all these obvious things are completely dumb, okay? Most of the time, a lot of these people are denouncing the algorithm or whatever I'm saying is simply because I'm saying it. I could tell them, you know, there's, I could tell them all the, I don't know, just, seasons, right? I can go through all the seasons and be like, okay, well, we have all these seasons. They'll say, no, that season doesn't, spring doesn't exist. Winter, summer, no, it's called hot days. That's how stupid and stubborn dummies are today, okay? Just let it be known. All right, anyways, we're going to go ahead and get a 5-0 with Mawile. Let's freaking go. Wow. Oof. All right, next battle met with another Galarian Weezing, which is going to be rank 1 for the spring meta. Okay. So, yeah, overheat does a lot of damage, and it doesn't really take long to get there. Shielding it up and calling that overheat. Very good. And they're going to be swapping into a Lantern. This was stupid. Nah, my bad. Oopsie. Power Up Punch. Oh, what is that going to do? It might help us with a little bit of extra damage, but it could have helped me out a lot more down the line by holding on to that energy. So here we go. Bringing in my own Lantern and letting the Thunderbolt go, which is great because we do still have Tentacruel, which doesn't want to go up against a Lantern, right? If you're thinking, I got double water, kind of weak to grass in the back. Yeah, Lantern is, but we're, Tentacruel is part poison, so not really, any grass we go up against, we got Poison Jab. So they're going to be able to farm us down there, surviving with literally 1 HP. We go in there with the Tentacruel to take them out, thinking that they might have a charge move, right? So they're bringing in a Trevenant, and I immediately swap into my Mawile. They're bringing back their Weezing, and we're going to get a shield out of them with Power Up Punch. So since the Tentacruel is so tanky at this point, what we're going to do is go ahead and shield that up. They baited me with a Brutal Swing. They're going to land another one here. It's not very effective, but we did vamp up our attack, and we're going to vamp it up again. Super effective Fire Fang non-stab, but shadow damage, and we're going to do a lot of damage before they take us down here. Bringing in the Tentacruel, and all we're going to have to do is farm them down. They're not going to get to a Shadow Ball and a Seed Bomb. Shadow Ball and a Seed Bomb, I don't think, well, at that point probably would have been enough. And we're taking that win. Next battle, show us a bad lead. That's a medium lead. We'll take it. Earthquake will one-shot us, so we do need to be careful for that. But we're also going to be doing a decent amount of damage right back to them. So I figured, let's go ahead and just go for the Power Up Punch. We don't need to build all the way up to the Iron Head here. And that's doing a lot of damage. So we have to call this here. This is going to determine a lot of the battle, and we're calling the Earthquake correctly, and they're swapping into Pelipper, and we're going to go ahead and immediately swap into our Lantern, and we're looking fresh and so clean. Yeah, oh yeah. We're going to let all this go here. And farm them all the way down to Funky Town. I don't even care if I cap out at 100 energy. It doesn't matter. We resist everything. They hit me with a Hurricane. Oh boy, there was some big damage there, bringing us down into the yellow. And they're bringing in an Abomasnow. This is looking just perfect for me. You already know what it is. So we still have the Tentacruel on the team. Okay, sounds good. So I think that's what we're going to want to bring into the battle first, so we can kind of just absorb what they do throw at us. How many shields do we have left here? Are we still holding on to both? Okay, we got one. They've got both. Okay, so really holding on to that shield there, buddy. Yeah, you're not looking the healthiest. I don't know what you're trying to do, but whatever you want, you do it. All right, so we bring in the Tentacruel. They immediately swap, and they're bringing in their Wall Rain. We'll let this Earthquake go. It doesn't really matter. I don't even think I'm going to use a shield here. And they're backing out with 2 shields. Yeah, that's what happens when you have those Pokemon with just extremely hard-hitting quick move damage, especially if it's super effective. Next battle met with a Tropius. Goodly. They're going to retreat with a little bit of energy and bring in a Wall Rain here. Now, I screwed up big time, but here's how we're going to recover it. Since they threw Icicle Spear, they're low on energy, so we're going to go ahead and bring in the Lantern here, knowing that they're energy dry, enabling us to get to the Thunderbolt. I figured they're going to let this go. Yeah, and then just bring in the Tropius and just start going to town here. So we still do have the Tentacruel on the team. Looks like it is going to be with us the majority of the time, except for like a couple of battles. I did try making that new Beautyfly, or not Beautyfly, damn, I don't know why I'm spacing its name out, but the Fairy Bug, right? Very squishy, but it has a decent moveset for sure. Alright, so they got an Abomasnow Shadow. It's pretty much, it's a wrap. Okay. Mawile's just eating this cup up alive, folks. Frickin' A. I mean, this thing is literally putting in the work in these cups lately. We still have 2 shields. I don't even think we're going to use any of our shields. No! Let's get it. Let's go. Let's hit legend with this team. Next battle, we're going to be seeing a Trevenant. This is Goodly. So what we want to do here is just farm them. Farm them all the way down. I don't even care. We'll shield this up. Yeah, because it could be a Shadow Ball at this point. And that's exactly what it is. And they're staying right where they're at. Beautiful. We got all this energy. They're bringing in a Lantern. We're going to go ahead and retreat into our own here. Now, this could be a little bit of trouble, because we do have Tentacruel, which doesn't really want to see Lantern, but at the same time, we do have moves that can go right through it, like Poison Jab or Sludge Wave, and then I guess we could hit him with Scold if we really need to, while Mawile's holding on to energy. They're retreating with energy on their Lantern and bringing in an Alolan Ninetales. We're going to go ahead and start throwing those Surfs here. They can't farm us down. I mean, what are they going to have for the secondary move? They're going to have Psyshock or Dazzling Gleam to take us out, because Weather Ball's not going to cut it. Not very effective. Now, I do something here. Gonna go ahead and swap. Don't know if that was the best idea. Hitting me with a Weather Ball. We're able to farm them down. Now we're gonna be able to lose a lot of energy here. Yeah, because we wanted to swap right then. So we're gonna lose all that energy. Great. And we're not in a good position whatsoever. But we are looking okay. Let's see. We know they had energy when they retreated. They're going for a Thunderbolt. Great. All right, all right. Gonna go for a Scold and hopefully lower their attack. Don't know if we're gonna be able to catch here. Oh, they're letting it go. That's a wrap. We win. GG's. Good luck. Good game. Thunderbolt, no problem. Now we're just gonna be able to Poison Jab down and take the win with our Tentacool that I call Hanky. Next battle, what are we going to see with that Mawile? Another Galarian Weezing. Love to see it. Although you need to look out for that overheat, because it obviously will one-shot a whole family of Mawiles for sure, especially if they're Shadow. So we're going to go ahead and throw up that shield, and that's exactly what they're going for. Going to go for the Iron Head. Let's see if we can land this here. Super effective. And they're letting it go. Great. And bringing in a Pelipper. So, yeah. What should I do here? Swap into, oh, there it is. Yeah, there, I was testing it out. Okay, so let's have a little fun with this little bee. This little BB. Now, I go for Fairy Wind, which is not very effective to Fairy, but guess what? They still shield, or Bug Buzz. They still shield it up, and we lower their defense. Let's go. But we're kind of being pushed up against a corner here. We are shielding up the Mawile, knowing that they're going to get to another charge move immediately here, and Weather Ball is going to be enough to take us out pretty much. Going for the Power Punch and getting the last shield, but before we do go down, we're doing a ton of damage. We do have that Tentacool in the back that's going to be able to do, or nope, I don't know. Yeah, I got the Tentacool. I got the fourth Pokemon lined up here, folks. Check this out. All right, so they're throwing the Side Shock, swapping into their Pelipper. And they quit as soon as I hit the Thunderbolt. That's why I don't hit any of the bubbles. And we're taking that win yet again. I'm telling you, Mawile is literally on fire. Now watch this. Look. Venusaur in the back, putting it on the team for the first time. Now let's see what happens. I wanted to leave all this in here so you can see for yourselves. We watched all those battles, not one Venusaur, and now we see it. Now this is a good lead. I'm just trying to prove a point. I mean, it's crazy. They immediately swap, and we're going to go ahead and algorithm counter them harder than they could ever imagine. So we'll bring in the Lantern and have a good old time. Now this is the one where I was kind of getting mixed up. I didn't really say it, but I was thinking it for that last one. But for this one here, what we're going to do is bring them down low enough so that they can farm us a little bit more. We don't want to come out of this battle with too much health because of that Venusaur. All right, so we're going to let them bring us into the red. So now they can just, get less farm on us here, right? Go for a couple of these surfs. Can we get a couple? We're going to be able to go for just about 3 of these. Maybe. We might not be able to get to the third one. Come on. What? We're swapping with energy. That's a good call. Maybe. Shielding this up because at this point they've got 1 Pokemon left. Okay, most likely it's weak to fire. Okay, of course everything's opposite before I call it always and always forever. And they've got a Mantine in the back. So we've got Venusaur. Okay, this is not over yet. The Lantern's got a little bit of health resisting the quick move on the Mantine. Therefore, we're going to be able to do a couple of quick move damages, which is 4 times effective plus stab, so that should be looking okay. Going for the Iron Head, not very effective, and I was like, was that a good idea? All right, I guess so. They're letting it go. They're still holding onto those shields. Okay, whatever. And we've got 1 left that we personally need to keep. We can't throw it right now. Bringing in the Lantern to do some more of that damage. They're throwing their Venusaur in here. And I was hoping they were going to shield this up, but why would they need to? They do, though. Okay, using that first shield. Bringing in our own Venusaur. Now we're going to have to call this. What's going to be better? Taking a Sludge Bomb or a Hurricane? Well, definitely taking the Sludge Bomb. So we're going to let that go. Farming up to 2 Frenzy Plants. Well, we need 1 more quick move. This is so close. We're going to have 1 HP about. Okay, perfect. 1 HP left on the Venusaur, and we're taking that win. Wow. Good old trusty Shadow Venusaur never lets me down, as well as that Mawile. Next battle, what are we going to see here, folks? If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do. And we're met with another Galarian Weezing. Let's go ahead and get it here. Let's have a little fun. Now, Venusaur can handle this too, but again, we need to look out for that overheat, which is going to one-shot us, of course. It's overheat. All right, one of the strongest moves in the game. So they're going to let it go, and they go down, and they're quitting. That's about a wrap. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up.
Sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
I touched the cat. This is the best day of my life.
Alright, this is the guy, everybody. There you go. This is the guy who's helping the bots.
I literally just videoed.
This is the guy. Yeah. This is the guy. Great. This is the guy right here who dropped the schmo. And this is the guy who thinks he's gonna blame me for something. I don't know. Look at him nervous. He's like a little girl. Cool. Hey, you wanna get out of my way right now? You wanna get out of my way right now?
We have a problem here?
Oh! Hey, he just tried to grab my camera. Physical assault. Got it on video camera.
We have a problem?
Got it on camera. Look at, he's blocking me in. I'm gonna show this to the cops. Actually, the cops are on the way right now.
I can't even take a picture of
I'm gonna call the cops are on.